I'm the CEO and co-founder of a startup called Addapp, which is based in the US now. And Addapp is a web and mobile platform where we basically focus on getting people to know more about the data they're tracking already. We're focusing right now on well-being, like sleep, exercise, food, blood pressure, and well-being data and location-based data. And we're launching basically the next product, because now we have a prototype on 1st of June, which is a redesign and iteration of the web platform and a mobile app on iOS. Well, the problem that there is, if you're using one device or one application, normally you're limited to actually the information you get from the device manufacturer or the app manufacturer. But the thing is, once you combine data from different sources, what we do is we take them and we do something with them. So although the tracking apps and devices show you the present and the history, if you want, we actually try to produce insights. So how does your calorie intake impact your sleep quality? How does the cycling that you do on a Wednesday is going to impact you on the next day? The sleep pattern that you have. So we combine data, we produce insights, and we do it in a goal setting process. So my goal in my lifestyle, let's say, might be to move more. Your goal might be to sleep more. So we take the data and we kind of produce insights, correlations, insights. It's a number of ways to say it. And of course, what we try to do is curate content to you. So we know you're interested in sleep, so we're going to curate content, articles, studies, or whatever you can imagine towards you. And we really have a database of hundreds of articles. And once we see that you track your sleep, we can direct you to the right source if you want. And we have a number of ideas and features to go forward with, but we're going to do it with the users because it's better to actually develop something that the users want. Yeah, basically we integrate now with 16 different devices and applications. So you have devices like this, which is a Jawbone, it's a tracking device, also a Fitbit, I'm kind of a fan of all this stuff. And you also have mobile applications like Runkeeper to track your exercise, Sleep Cycle to track your sleep, Withings, which has a whole array of devices for weight monitoring, for blood pressure and so on. So it's an array of devices and apps, and we are going to add more as we go forward.
Well?
That is one feature we're going to we want to integrate. So we are targeting people's data in terms of using it for them, right? Of course, the social community feature, like sharing goals, or I can create a goal and you can join my goal and we can share it on every social media. We don't provide it yet. We have the power, the resources to do it, but we want to see if people really will want that. So we want to see if they're going to ask for it. So joining people's other goals. Not on the first version, you're not going to be able to do it. It's going to be really individual, but if people really want it, it's easy for us to do it. We just don't want to do it up front. We want to see if users will really use it in this way. I mean, it's kind of the lean startup way that we're working on, kind of building something, measuring if it works, learning from it, and doing it again and again and again. I'm using like 3 tracking devices which more or less do the same thing. So they track your steps, your activity, how many kilometers you walk. If you cycle, they can pick up your cycling, I think one of them. And my sleep as well. I track my weight, my blood pressure, I track my mood. I track, I don't track any more nutrition because I don't like the manual logging, and I did it just to see how it feels. So I think this is all the stuff I'm tracking right now. Well, it's a mobile app we integrate with called Mood Panda. There are many others as well. And what you do is you take off your mobile. It's a mobile app. You say, tell me the mood. The app says, tell me your mood from 1 to 10. And I say 7, 8. I don't do anything else. And I update it, and that's it. And we kind of take data from this app. So there are also other apps where they give you more context. They ask who you are, where you are, and what are you doing exactly, working, studying. And it's interesting that mood tracking really can produce useful insights for people. And I've heard a talk, I don't know when, where they said, if basically the leaders in business, in the business world, and in the politics would track their mood, and when they were happy, they would be making better decisions. So it's really kind of, you can take it to that level. So you can say, I mean, when a politician or a business leader is making a bad decision because he's in a bad mood, it affects millions. So I think mood tracking can be very useful. If we said, if only they were just one level happier, they would be making better decisions. And that it's also for us, for our lives, for our families, for our kids, for our wives and partners and such. So it's useful to get, and you don't have to do it all the time. What I found from my own tracking experience is you do something, you learn something for it, and then you can stop it or you can continue. It depends what you get out of it actually. So it's not tracking as a life process. It can be, you know, on stages. Collectively, I always say that, you know, general assumptions or general data is useless for individuals. So I mean, we have this saying that people, studies say that people should sleep 8 hours per day, and that's based on an average of research of people, but to my knowledge it's actually not working for me. So it's actually wrong to be generalizing assumptions based on studies or specific things like sleep, like nutrition, or for example like the diet you're going to give to a person, because I might be burning 3,000 calories just by standing and you might be burning 5,000 calories, but if we get the same diet, it's a different impact. So going back to your question about collective data as such, I think what we can really see is not taking the data, aggregate it and produce a conclusion, is actually taking the data and really trying to find out what works for somebody, and if it works for somebody else, and learn from it. So that's more important for me. It's if a specific thing will help you, can it help me? And if we share this and we have a platform to share this, then it can produce really good insights for somebody's well-being. And in Addapp, we also try to go towards this direction. Right now it's free. I mean, we have a prototype available on addapp.io. On 1st of June it should be available, the new product. It's going to be free. I mean, you're going to be able to do stuff for free. Set up one goal. If you want to have more goals, then you have to enter a subscription-based model. And we have ideas for, you know, revenue streams other than that, and premium features as such, but we're going to charge for, you know, adding value to people's data. But of course there's always going to be a free kind of version where you actually see what we can do, and if you like it, you can pay for it.